Good morning, everybody. This is Chris Bruce I'm in Post Falls, Idaho. It's not sunny. It's raining quite a bit, maybe going to snow a little bit. And I'm here with Rich Kotter. We're subbing for Dave Johnson, who is having a wonderful time at a spa in Florida, drinking everything green. So he asked us if we'd talk a little bit today. And Rich Kotter is with us today. He's going to take the first part of this discussion. We're going to go over some of the new things coming up with avinihealthtraining.com and the Testimonial project. But before we get into that, congratulations to Rich and Rhonda. You guys went Ruby Executive last month. So lots and lots of advancements. Any shout outs to team you want to give before we get going, or just how does it feel?
It feels great. It's great to see everybody in Avini making progress this month. So many rank advancements and wonderful members of our team. We're so grateful for everything that they did to make this possible. When you make a rank, it's not a solitary achievement. It's a team effort. And when you help the team succeed, then it helps you as well. So, and thanks to all those who are in our upline and crossline that helped out as well. We sure appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a huge team effort. We were on the phone till late at night last night, just back and forth every which way. Had no idea whose team anyone was on. We were just making calls and answering questions and helping people go.
And congratulations to you too, Chris, on your achievement this past month. Emerald Executive, as I understand, is that right?
Yep. We're getting there. We're working. So we've got too many diamonds down to sit back anymore. So we've got to get serious and start building some teams. So, all right. Okay. So for a lot of the new people, I several hundred people joined Avini just in the last couple of weeks. This might be their very first Saturday Zoom with us. And they might not know about Avini Health Training yet, where it came from, what it is. So do you want to give just a quick introduction to that, and then we'll go into the new changes and you can take over.
Super. Well, I'm going to share my screen here and also lean this way a little bit, Rhonda, everybody, so everybody can see you too. And
there we go.
Rhonda's the heart of our team, and our camera doesn't show her that well there, but anyway, can you see my screen okay?
Yep, looks good.
Super. Let me just move this thing out of the way here. And so one of the things I'm going to start off with is a little tip. In Chrome, you can open an incognito window, which is handy for a lot of things. For example, if you're signing up new distributors or customers, it's nice to start from a incognito window because all the cookies are cleared out. And so if I go to avinihealth.com, it no longer shows my own personal website by default. It just goes to a blank one, and this is a great place to sign people up and so forth. But what we're going to focus on right now is a resource called avinihealthtraining.com. And avinihealthtraining.com is, think of it like the university library. You walk into the library and you think, wow, there's rows and rows and stacks of books. How could I ever get through all these? And the answer is, well, you're never going to get through all of them. So you want to have a way to find the one you're looking for. This was created as a resource for everyone to use in Avini, as a resource library for finding the links, finding the information, sharing the links with others. We'll just spend a minute on how it's organized in case you haven't seen it before. We have some flags, new items in the past day, recent items in the past week, high priority items, especially for beginners, and scientific research items. And so we use these little emoji icons to signify some of those. And right here is a link to a video tutorial. It's a 5-minute tutorial on how to use avinihealthtraining.com. So I recommend that you use that. And you see down the left-hand side is different categories. For example, here's our leadership for Avini Health and people that are making it all work. Down here is a link to the WhatsApp group. If you install WhatsApp on your phone and click this link, you can join the Inner Circle group. It's a great place for you to be plugged in with what's going on and ask questions and so forth. And here we have the upcoming events. For example, right here is Dave Johnson's Zoom every Saturday. and you're on that Zoom right now. Don't miss the conference calls, the YouTube podcast with the 3 Avini amigos and Robin West Zoom on Tuesdays, and the training Zooms that Marcy does on Wednesdays, Trim Science Challenge. So plug into these events, and here's an easy way to share with others how to do that. This next section is getting started training, some basic stuff. And then we get into the recording library. And this recording library includes conference calls, business training recordings, health issue recordings, motivational, and then some product related ones, organized by each product. And down here is one on multiple products. So if there's a recording that kind of covers a bunch of products, that'll be found down here. Prospecting tools, recordings. These are videos that you can share with someone to introduce them, give them a first look. And then testimonial recordings and testimonial call recordings. Now, you'll notice that these only go back about 4 months, and then they get archived. So we don't try to keep all of them on this list. Down here at the bottom, you'll see there's another tab called Archives. And anything that gets a little bit older, we move to the archives. So it's still available, but we want to keep this main list kind of current and as small as we can. There's another section down here called Document Library. So this is a link to all the documents that have been produced, and many of them are available in the back office as well, but you can also grab a link here. So for example, if you want the compensation plan, you can just click on this link and it will open the compensation plan. You can print it or save it from here. And there's various categories for the document portion as well. One of my favorites is these third-party studies. Like, for example, here's a third-party study on clinoptilolite adjuvant for anti-cancer. What a great tool that is. And then down here at the very bottom is a testimonial indexing link. This is for you to volunteer to help us with the project we're going to show you about right now. So if you click on this link, then it gives you an opportunity to sign up to help us index the testimonials. You just fill out this form and submit that form to participate with us. And we've had a bunch of people sign up, and they're busily indexing these testimonials. So let's talk about what the testimonial index is all about. Dr. Carol Guth, who's one of our great team members, who's also a health professional, she's made a number of suggestions to help us improve Avini health training over time. And one of the things she said was, it's really hard to find an individual testimonial buried in, particularly like in these testimonial Zoom calls. There's so many testimonials. How do you find the one you're looking for? And so that led to an idea of creating an index to the testimonials to make them easier to find. Now, this project is not complete yet. It's not ready for prime time. We're showing you a preview, so it's under construction. So imagine this is the new university library wing that's being built, but it's there's still all kinds of construction debris. The sidewalks aren't in, and the windows aren't all installed yet, and so forth. So it's a work in progress. But if you come down here to the bottom, we've added 2 new tabs. One called the testimonial menu and one called the testimonial list. Now, the testimonial menu is a place where we have created some tags. These tags are related to various health issues or issues of concern. For example, we have bad cells here. We have blood pressure, blood sugar, bones, female issues, focus. And there's about 50, a little over 50 of these tags that have been created right now. This list has actually been approved by Neil Roth, and he's in support of this project. But the idea would be that we have indexers who watch a video or listen to a video of a testimonial and add these tags so that we can categorize the testimonials. And this testimonial list is where those testimonials live. Right now, about 100 testimonials have been indexed, and more are coming as we go. The source of these is the other recording from the resources tab, as well as the archives tab. We're trying to go back and grab all the testimonials that have been given since Avini started, and to add some tags. For example, Here's one on Steve Amella, and there's the link, and it's a video. It's a very short video. It's on bug bites, and he talks about cell defender, nanosilver, plus relief, and so forth. So let me just show you how you would use this tool. And again, this is not complete yet. You see some of these that are underlined have been activated. We're still in the process of doing that, but each one of these will be a link. Now, I do need to caution you that these links will only work on a computer. This is based on Google Sheets, and this uses a feature called filter views. And filter views work on a computer. They don't work on a mobile device. And so it's going to be a little bit less convenient on a mobile device. But let's say, for example, we wanted to click on bad cells. Now, what's going to happen when I click on bad cells and open this link is it's going to actually open the testimonial page, testimonial list page, but with a filter view to show only those testimonials that have this tag. So if I open that up, it opens a brand new window. It just says you have just used your first filter view. Only your view has changed, but the list of filter views is shared with collaborators. And so you can dismiss that. That just tells you that you're looking at a filter view of this particular testimonial list sheet. And what it's looking for is, you can see this little filter symbol here. It has filtered the testimonials that contain the term, the hashtag bad cells. And right now we have this many. And if I wanted to go look at one of those, then I could. So for example, if I wanted to go look at James McGrath's right here, this is the testimonial that was given at the convention. And I could open that link and I could watch his 4-minute testimonial that he gave at the convention, where he talks about his struggle with bad cells. He was circling the drain. It's an amazing testimonial. And so on this filtered view, you can see all of the ones that have that tag. Now, they also have other tags. Many of these testimonials, for example, Jeanette Loudon talks about bad cells, brain, focus, mobility, and over here's the products that are mentioned in these testimonials. Now, if you want to get out of the filtered view, you come right over here on the right-hand side and you click on this X right here, and that just returns you to the full list. It's no longer filtered. Okay. Now, there is another way to search this list, and you can press Control F for find. If you're on a Mac, I think it's Command F for find. And you can type into this little box here something you want to search for. So let's say that I want to search for a testimonial by Rosemary, or the word Rosemary anywhere. And it shows that there are 7 instances, and I can just arrow down to each one of them. There's Rosemary, Rosemary. And so she's spoken a number of times and shared her testimonial. And you could actually go to those. You could also say, well, I want to search for animal. You can search for a tag or any other term. And so I could page down and see the ones that have the tag of animals. And so that's the preview of how this is going to work. Again, it's under construction. Not all the testimonials have been indexed. And not all of these tags have been, the filters haven't been created for all of these tags yet. But we will be doing that over time. We do need some more help in terms of indexing. And so I would just invite any of you that want to participate to come down here to the bottom. Right now it's on line 354. Click on volunteer to index testimonials, and we'll send you the instructions on how to get started. Do you have any questions about how that works, Chris?
So yeah, I was wondering, with all of the volunteers and all of the videos that have already been recorded and indexed, do you just have, like, if you sign up, are you going to get, like, watch these 5 and index them for us, kind of an assignment that way? Or
so the way it works is you'll be given instructions on how to go to a master list of all of the testimonial recordings, and you'll be able to put your name next to a list. Let me just show you, for example, right here. This is the list of testimonial recordings. And you can see over here on the right-hand side are the indexers. And the indexer's job is to just pick one of these that's in yellow, type their name in. Like if I was going to index this one, I would just type my name, Rich Kotter. That means I've assigned myself to do this one. And now no one else can do that one. And then when I'm done, I would come back in here and mark it complete.
Okay.
And so the indexers can choose which ones they want to do. We've done the short ones. You can see here's how long they are. We've done the short ones first, and then we get into the longer ones where many of these have multiple testimonials. And so you would actually be creating a testimonial index record for each testimonial that's on that recording. So, for example, one of Robin's testimonial Zooms, this one here, for example, is 55 minutes long. There could be 8, 10, 12 separate testimonials on that one. And each one of those would be a separate testimonial. And the way it works is when we come back here to this, this list of testimonials, it actually gives you a timestamp. Like, for example, in this particular one, it tells you at what point in this recording is this testimonial by Darren. And some of them begin at the very beginning, and some of them are like here we see there's multiple testimonials in this recording, and it shows you where each one started. And so someone could jump to this testimonial and go to 18 minutes and 19 seconds and see that testimonial. Let's just show you how that works. So we clicked on the link and enable the cookies, and then we can just drag this across to 18 minutes. And so I'm pretty close there, and that's where it's going to start, and should start in that vicinity, of that recording. So it gives you a chance to find out, even if it's buried in a bigger one, where do I find that testimony?
That's excellent. That's like half of the upline's job has been finding these. Where do I find a testimony on X, Y, or Z? And right. I know I have about 70 pages open on my phone, so I can send the individual ones. But this is amazing. This is an incredible tool that you've created here. And thank you for that, and thank you for all the volunteers that are doing it. As people can see on the list, there's still a bunch of room for volunteers. There's a lot of things to index and go through. But I think going forward, look at all those yellow lines.
So we have 159 recordings that we're going to index. It includes all the testimonial Zooms. It also includes the conference calls, Darren's Monday morning conference calls where they have testimonials as well, and it goes back to even into March. And so we're going to try to capture all of those. The longer ones are going to take a little bit longer to do, but that's why we need plenty of help.
Okay. Wow. This is excellent. So for those that are watching, you could type in the chat if you have specific questions for us on that. Let's see. I see lots of thank yous and good mornings, but if you do have questions, go ahead and answer them, ask them now. And then also, while we're here, we can go into things other than just the Avini Health training. Ask your questions. And then I'm also going to show a few things on the front office and the back office, because again, we have a ton of brand new people that have joined us recently. So any questions that you want to ask, go ahead and do that. And then Dave asked me to talk a little bit about getting customers and new distributors in the sponsorship process and stuff like that. So let's see. Yeah, I think chat is disabled, but if you just didn't, Angela asked, just tap them in there, and we'll answer those questions as we go.
I think you can put it in the Q&A rather than the chat.
Yeah, sorry, it's in the Q&A. I don't know if I can enable chat. Let's see, how do we do that?
I think the Q&A is sufficient myself, but
yeah. Okay. The best video to send to interested people. Well, the one that I've sent the most is probably the 5 and the 8 minute Rick Deich ones. I've sent Rich Kotter's a lot because it has the introduction at the beginning, Rick Deich in the middle, and then a kind of a call to action at the end. I found that to be really effective in creating interest and answering a few questions and triggering a few more questions.
So just to show where those are, if you were to come on to avinihealthtrain.com, they're located in the category called Prospecting Tools Recordings. There's the Avini Health Overview. That's a 19-minute one that kind of goes over everything I did that. The one that he's referring to is the 5-minute video here by Rick Deich on Cell Defender, or the 8-minute video on Rick Deich on the 4 products. And I know Dave, this is the one that Dave Johnson says he sends out most frequently the first time. Any of these are great choices. They're also available in the app so that you can send them from the app, or you can just copy the link. And let me show you how you would copy the link. On a computer, you would just click in here and click on this little copy link icon here. And now you could paste that link anywhere into an email or some other kind of message. And there's the link there. And it shows you where that goes to. I could have just opened the link as well, just like this by clicking on it. But you can copy the link easily and use it that way. So hopefully that answers that question.
Excellent. All right. Anyone else with questions? Let's see if we can get it to scroll here. And then what's oh, there we go. What's the favorite printed material to share with new people? So I have one that Doug Dickey sent, and I think it's in our back office now. I'm not 100% sure. That's called Cell Defender Yes. And it goes through and it talks about the different things that you want to have in your good zeolite. And I think that's there. If it's not there, it's coming soon. There's going to be, I think, one of those for each of the products. There's one on the Trim Science. At the top it says it's not your fault. I think those ones are excellent. And again, there's going to be different ones for each of the products going forward that will be really easy to do. So yeah, just something on the products. There's also a sheet that well, a whole packet that Marcy has created, and I think you can get a link to that from her. Doug Dickey has one as well. You can reach out to us and we can share that with you. But it has information on the products, on the company, the compensation plan, and a physical sign-up sheet, so they can kind of see everything they're getting into. So especially if you're doing a live meeting and there's several people there, you can get all of their information and help them to sign up or purchase products later. And you know, the benefit is also that you get all of their personal information, so you can contact them and follow up. So, this does not want to scroll for me though. Okay. When I am indexing, if the speaker mentions a friend with the first name and shares the results, should I do a separate form for this? Oh, Rich is doing that one.
Maybe I can just address that and just say for the indexers, I would just recommend if it's just one person giving the testimonial, you can just index all the things that are covered in that testimonial, even if he talks about testimonials of a friend or so forth. It wouldn't hurt somebody to just go watch everything that particular person is sharing. The tags will be linked to it, and usually they're shorter testimonials anyway, even if they're talking about multiple topics. So just to keep it simple. But if it's a separate speaker, then make it a new testimonial.
Okay. All right. I think that's all of those right there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's a question about will this be phone friendly? All of these tabs will be available on your phone, but I was doing some testing this morning. I was hoping that these links to the testimonial tags would work on the phone, but it turns out that Google Sheets does not implemented filter views on the mobile devices. And so clicking on the tag within a phone is not going to open the window, the filtered view, which I was hoping it would do. If I can think of another way to solve that for mobile devices, I will. But otherwise, what you can do is you can come to the testimonial list and you can do your own search. On a phone, in the upper right-hand corner, there's the 3 dots, and you can choose find and replace and search for your own term, whatever it be, bad cells or pain or whatever, and you can search things on a phone that way. I'm just a little bit disappointed that the actual phone, the actual testimonial tags aren't going to work the same way on a phone. I was assuming they would, but they don't. So if we have some brilliant technologies out there that can suggest a good way to solve that for mobile, then I'd like it. It just turns out on computer you can do so much more.
Yeah, and as time goes by, pretty soon we'll have all of those things will be answered. It's usually a frustration somebody has, and they decide, well, I'm going to be the one that fixes it. So then we all benefit from that. So, and
we will be making a video that shows how to do these features. So it'll be a tutorial video about how to use the testimonial menu, and as Chip likes to call it, the Avini Health Watch. So that'll be available when this is done. So just be patient. It's still under construction.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Rich. This is amazing. I was talking to a few people late last night that are veterans of several other network marketing companies, and the thing that really sealed the deal for them joining us was all of these tools that we've created in the field. Because even though they were making a really good living, they said everything was difficult. The website was difficult. The sign up process was difficult. Sharing testimonials was difficult. It was just the Wild West, and everything was everywhere, and there was no way to just take a new person and say this is everything. And so I think what you created it's literally changed how we're going to do business forever. It seems like, why didn't anybody think of this before, kind of thing, but that's how all the brilliant things are, is someone just went, I'm going to be the one that does it. And so Rich, you're the one that did it. So thank you so much for doing that. And everybody that's helping making this go. Absolutely. You're changing it for everybody. So, all right. Well, we are, let's see, asked, can you index using the phone?
I think it's going to be easier if you have a computer, just because you'll be typing things in and so forth. So I recommend it's not going to be convenient to try to do the indexing strictly on a phone.
Okay.
I think it'll be a frustrating process. You can give it a try if you want, but there's only so much you can do on a mobile device. They make them small for a reason.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, thanks everybody for being on today. If that's it for questions, just want to say again, thank you, Rich and Rhonda Kotter, for making this this go for us. And get that. Oh, no, I hit the wrong button. There we go. I think I'm going to end that.